Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. I did the first tag yesterday and I thought that's going to be my last video for a wee while because I've been doing far too many of these. You're probably fed up looking at me. So I was going to take a break for a few days anyway, and then I saw a video today from Glen Kellaway. Well, I actually saw Blues Guy Vinyl do it, Chris, and show me Bob Dylan covers. And I went back and it was Glen Kellaway that started it up, so I'm going to link Glen's video below. I thought it was a great idea, just show some Bob Dylan covers, that's it. Bob Dylan, he was covered a hell of a lot. You know, I was looking through the record collection and there is quite a few, so I'm going to show a few CDs, a 7-inch single and some LPs where Bob Dylan songs are included. So we'll start off with the CDs, and Bryan Ferry, Dylan-esque, and this is all Bob Dylan. It's every single one of them is a Bob Dylan song, apart from Baby Let Me Follow You Down, which Bob Dylan did, but I think it's a traditional song. But I'm going to take the pick Make You Feel My Love, which came from the Time Out of Mind album. This is actually very good. Ferry has covered Dylan so many times. He had a top 10 hit in 1973 with Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. And then I covered him again for his next solo album. I think he did It Ain't Me Babe. Yeah, so he's covered him an awful lot, and then he just did an album. This is 2007. Very, very good. Also another album which is fully Bob Dylan, and this is Joan Baez, Any Day Now, and the song I would pick from that is Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. I think she did a really good version. Again, this is all Bob Dylan stuff and it's really, really good. I'm not too sure which year this was from. I think it might be about 1960. Well, it has to be at least 66 anyway, so it's probably 67 or 68. So I should have looked up, but yeah, good album. Third and final CD, and this is Mick Ronson, Heaven and Hull, and he does a version of Like a Rolling Stone. It's a rock version. Now the vocals on it are David Bowie. He has the lead vocals, so I'm maybe a little bit biased here, but it really is good, and everybody that's heard this thinks it's a really, really good version. So this came out after his death. This came out in '94. Mick passed away in 1993. And then a hit single in, I think this is 90 or 91, and it's UB40 and Robert Palmer, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, and it's just a reggae version of the song, and it's very good. From the it originally came from John Wesley Harding. Okay, some of the LPs, and Rod Stewart, Never Dull Moment, and it has the wonderful Mama You've Been On My Mind, which I think Bob wrote in the mid-60s, about 65 or so, I think, I'm not sure. Jeff at Calico Silver will be able to tell me, but it's a brilliant song. It's one of the highlights off this album as well. Johnny Cash also does a very good version on his Orange Blossom Special album. Melanie, The Good Book, and on this is A Sign on the Window, which is originally on Bob's New Morning album. I really like this. It's got banjo and all in it. I actually prefer this version to Bob's own version. So this is her, as I say, The Good Book album. Next up, and The Byrds. Now the Byrds have covered Bob Dylan so many times, but my favourite cover is This Wheel's on Fire, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Bob didn't record it at all. I'm not sure. I think it was on around the time of the Basement tapes, but I'm not even sure if it's on that album. I always get confused with This Wheel's on Fire and Quinn the Eskimo, but yeah, this is a magnificent song, magnificent version, and there's a good video of it on YouTube as well. The Pretenders, Last of Independence, and Chrissy does a fantastic version of Forever Young. Absolutely wonderful version. This is from 1994. It's one of the albums I was never that keen on, but it's really grown in stature with me. I really do like this album. What else have we got? We have the Everly Brothers, and this is Born Yesterday. And this is their second album after they reunited in '84, so this is '85 or '86. and they do a really good version of Abandoned Love, which was an outtake from Desire, or was it Blood on the Tracks, sometime around that anyway, but it's a really, really strong version. Here she is again, Suzi Quatro on her last album, No Control, and on this, and you don't get this on the CD as well, you get 2 bonus tracks on the vinyl album but not the CD. She does a version of Leopard Skin Pillbox Hat, which is, I think, like a live jam, and it's actually very good. So Suzi Quatro. Olivia Newton-John, If Not For You. It is better than the New Morning version, and this was quite a big hit in the UK. Yeah, I'm not too sure how many other songs Olivia did, but yeah, she did quite a few George Harrison ones, but If Not For You, brilliant. Her version of it, If Not For You, is like a cover of the George Harrison version rather than the Bob Dylan one. Okay, something different, Transvision Vamp, and this is Little Magnets versus the Bubble of Babel, or the Bubble of Babel. And they do a version of Can You Please Crawl Out Your Window in this. One of those Bob singles that was almost forgotten about. It was never put on any of the Greatest Hits LPs. Might have been on the second one, I can't remember, but it certainly wasn't on the first one. And it was a decent sized hit for him as well, but this actually is a very good version, and it's from 1991. We're getting down rightly. XTC from their debut album, White Music, and they do a weird version of Along the Watchtower. It's got a really good bass line in it. It's quite funky, but Andy Partridge's vocals, he sounds like an ape, so he does the way throughout the whole of it, but you do get used to it. I actually quite like it, but it's a shock to the system after you've heard Bob's or even Jimi Hendrix's. One that I don't like, and it's Simon and Garfunkel, and they did a version of The Times They Are A-Changin'. It sounds like a Peter, Paul and Mary song. It's just too nice. I think if they should have really done something like Girl from the North Country and did their own take on that and put it on this rather than the nice catchy jingly jangly Times They Are Changing. This doesn't work for me, but anyway, the rest of the album's not bad. Some really good songs on this, but some that you go, no, not great. The Seekers, A World of Our Own, and they do 2 Bob Dylan songs on this. The one I'm picking is Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. And yes, this is like Peter, Paul and Mary, but this is the Seekers. That's the sort of stuff they do. But yeah, it's a really good version, so I enjoy them. I always like the Seekers anyway. And so 2 more, and these are probably 2 of my favourite Bob Dylan covers. And one is from Judy Collins, and it's Just Like Tom Thumb Blues, which is the opener in this. It's just called Tom Thumb Blues on this, and this is about, it must be about 6 minutes long. Haunting, it is absolutely haunting. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I got this album really cheap for about £1 about 1.5 years ago. I had an MP3 copy of it, so I thought I'd pick it up, and it's in decent enough nick, but I just love Just Like Tom Thumb Blues, her version. I think it's nearly better than Bob's himself as well. So that would be one of my 2 big favourites. But I think my favourite Bob Dylan cover, and it comes from the late 80s, and it's the Neville Brothers, and it's With God on Our Side. Now that is haunting. The vocals are gorgeous. It's such a beautiful song. I bought the album on the strength of it because I heard it. It must have been on one of the shows. I think it might have been Jules Holland's show. But yeah, absolutely magnificent. The album's not bad either, but just like With God on Our Side, absolutely wonderful. That's probably my favourite Bob Dylan cover. Okay, yeah, good thread by Glen. I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed looking to see what I had. So anyway, I hope to have another video quite soon. I may take a break for a day or 2. We shall see. Okay, that's me for now. All the best. Bye bye.